Happening, Tom? What's going on, brother? I can't, but I'm not listening through Twitch either. I couldn't hear it, so it doesn't impact me. Not. No change. Still cannot. Oh, we all know that's not true. Ain't no problem for me, man. Ooh, banshee whales. Your level. Oh yeah, feels kind of cyberpunkish. Mm.
Metal.
Yeah, drastically.
My love is like making truck. Berserker. Would you like be making fuck Berserker? I was watching that movie the other day. Yeah, it's still fantastic. Right? Have you never seen Clerks?
Oh no, I have.
I was gonna say, I
My
thought you
my
would have.
questioning look is are we still watching Clerks?
Not right now. I mean, I did the other day. I love that movie.
Is it on like Netflix or something? I wouldn't.
No, I
I
own it.
would never.
I own it on Apple.
Oh,
I bought it a
perfect.
long ass time ago. It's probably one of the first movies I bought on my iPod when I got it.
Interesting.
I think my favorite thing is at the end of Clerks 2, when they're playing Misery, and the two of them are standing behind the counter at the convenience store that they just bought. Did he make the third one yet? I know he's been talking about it for a long time.
Want me to hop on Twitch and see what I can see? Outer.
Hey Norm, on Sirenscape, is there a klaxon alarm? Out of curiosity.
Hi, Scoot and Jack. I'm sure you can hear me now. What is it? No,
Klaxon alarm?
not.
You've heard it before, like when a prison goes into lockdown
Mm-hmm.
and like they turn all the lights red. Yeah.
Boy.
Something like that.
Be K, right? KLA.
Yeah, KLAXON.
Nope, that's that.
That would work.
Would it?
It's a pretty, probably, yeah. I don't know if it'll be needed, but
Oh, okay.
I was just wondering if there was one there.
Anything else I should be aware about for noises incoming this week?
I don't know. Prison? Like a prison cell? I'm assuming you guys are heading to Revel's End.
Ooh, what about this? Is this the same thing?
I mean, that's the plan, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, kind of be the same thing.
So what's going on? How's your fourth? I haven't talked to you in a while. How's everybody? Good? Survived? Let's see.
Freaking baller. I'm
Everybody got
still
their-
trying to prep a little bit.
Everybody got their fingers? 10 fingers.
All my
Show
fingers.
me
Oh,
your
yeah.
fingers. That's
Yeah,
one
I mean,
hand, coach. Okay.
I'm not a fireworks guy. I'll let somebody else handle that.
Neither am I, but it doesn't mean some jackass next to you didn't.
Oh man, I heard somebody in Bellevue lost some fingers, which is close to my parents' house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'll happen. Meh.
I don't know. Will it? It won't happen to me.
No, it's definitely not happening. Well, the only way I'm losing fingers is in a wood shop incident, and I do everything I can not to make that happen.
That's always a good idea.
But no, everything's good. I hung out with Harrison last night until 1 a.m. ish. So
Nice.
How was that?
it's a delight. Him and his wife are fantastic humans, and they've got. Well, there's 2 girls,
Yeah.
close to my kids in age, so
That's
perfect.
cool. I'm glad he is doing well, because I always
Oh,
like
yeah.
I always like
He-
Harrison. He's always been a great guy, and
He's got a lot of energy, I'll tell you that. So
Oh, yeah.
hanging out is
yeah.
At your birthday party was, I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I forgot. Harrison, he's always been a lot of energy. That's how I remember him.
He's always on.
It wasn't until I started talking to him that I went, oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, now I remember.
Yep.
Like, I hadn't seen him in so long, and he's bulked up since I saw him last. I mean, like, he was a skinny little guy last time I saw him.
Yep.
Like bulked up like weightlifted, or bulked up like the LBs?
Nah,
Bulked
just
up
he's
like
kind-
weightlifted.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
he
he's
went well.
constantly doing.
The last time I saw him,
constantly
he
doing.
was 17, maybe
Oh shit. Yeah.
18.
Yeah, he's constantly doing landscaping and stuff like that. So he's
Yeah, I mean, the last time I saw Harrison, Ryan was living with his parents still. That's how long it's been.
Okay.
Because it was in their basement. And I don't think you had even graduated yet, Ryan.
it was a long time.
That was a long ass time ago. Think about how long we've known each other. That's weird. Mind blowing.
Before I forget, because I forgot the last couple sessions, and I haven't messaged you on Discord, Mr. JC, do you have time this week to discuss book things?
Yeah, sure. Sometime. Let me know when. Pretty open this week. Monday, Wednesday.
Soccer, right?
Yeah, soccer. And I think Thursday night I'm going to Redwood Inn for dinner. Possibly. I don't know.
Nice.
It was discussed yesterday, but we were drinking, so I don't know.
So we shall
We
see
tend
if
to
it is.
we tend to discuss a lot of stuff while we're drinking, and then go, yeah, maybe. Sober us goes, maybe it's a better idea that we just eat at home and make something. We'll talk about all kinds of shit, like going to see Skillet last night at Life Fest, or
Did that end up happening?
no, we didn't end up going.
Hmm.
Wanted to, but Owen, the guy we'd be going for, he's 6 years old, and 9:15's a bit late. Plus the drive back. That would have been.
You only live once. YOLO!
I don't want to teach him that at 6.
Why not?
Kid's already crazy enough. He's got boy energy. He is just a 100% boy.
I mean, you gotta kind of like with Harrison. You gotta put that energy somewhere. I see a great example as taking him to Skillet at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. But what do I know? I don't have kids. What do I know?
Had we heard about it earlier and had the time to like get an overnight pass and everything and just planned for it, tented on the grounds, that would have been a whole different case. But having to drive 45 minutes home again.
Fair enough.
Well, I gotta write this down.
Let's crank up this volume a little bit here.
Yeah, my daughter at some point during the school year this year came home and just was in love with Skillet.
Skillet's
And
amazing.
I'm sure it was one of her like classmates, but I'm like, how does my,
Yeah.
9-year-old daughter even know about Skillet? So
Yeah. Well, and I mean, there are plenty worse groups. You could come home and have them finding about that sound like that.
Oh, you're not wrong. But yeah, I mean, it was a delight to me. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. It's good music, so I'm not mad at you. But
That's
I'd expect her to totally be into Justin Bieber and all those boys.
Oh, yeah.
But like,
if she's into Skillet, you're doing something right.
yeah, we're moving in the right direction at least. Better than her walking around the house singing Watermelon Sugar, not knowing what the hell he's talking about.
And, yeah. Let's see. Let's pull Ellie up here. That's right. Got my phone out last night. I had my guitar out and I was playing songs. I found Old Town Road. I was singing that tune on my daughter.
That would be
funny.
fun.
It was fun. Sitting around the fire.
You should let your kid hang out with me. I'll introduce her to Nine Inch Nails and some Tool. Well, I suppose she probably already hears that at home, huh?
I mean, she does hear. She's definitely aware of 9 Inch Nails, but that's
That's
not
good.
one that I would just crank up. A lot of Jane's Addiction right now.
Got caught stealing once when I was 5.
I've never been a Jane's Addiction fan. I don't know if
I was
it's
never a
his
couple of
voice or
songs.
what.
But Perry Farrell.
Yeah. Feral Perry.
Um, I think I lost Jeff's recap. Does anybody know where that is?
Did he send one?
Hmm?
Yeah.
He didn't send one to me. I think he sent them specifically to you.
Oh, okay, then I know where it is.
Does he share them with you?
Well, he knew he wasn't going to be here today.
Yeah.
So.
Did he give us a limerick? Because my failed attempt last time was kind of funny listening back to it.
It was high quality.
So I had 3 lines.
All right.
I love it.
Are we ready to get this thing going?
As ready as I'm going to be. Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DMJC this morning, here with two nerds because, well, it's the name of the show. Jeff, Doc Williams, is on hiatus this week. So is Doc. It's going to be kind of interesting. I'm going to try something new here. We're going to push the fast forward button just a little. But before we get started, these two nerds that I got here with me today, the man on the ones and twos, reaching, searching for something off to his left, Tom M. Norman, playing Aronan. How you doing, buddy?
My brain is on hiatus. I'm fine. My dogs are barky this morning because my neighbor decided to start mowing his lawn at 8:15 on a Sunday.
What the truck?
Yeah, so...
You need to send him a case of beer and say, drink this on Saturday.
I should.
Yeah, that's a problem. He's clearly not having enough fun in the night before.
Yes.
Clearly
yeah, exactly. Not. That other voice you hear, of course, is Ryan Krixis. How are you doing this morning, bud?
Oh, fantastic. Can't wait for a little D&D action on this beautiful Sunday morning.
You survived Friday night, so...
Yeah. I didn't get sucked into the Vex, but enough about that.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Don't ever let it be said that if you have a negative modifier, you can't succeed at a saving throw. A rogue, -1 strength modifier, made 5 successful DC 17 strength saving throws in a row.
Right.
Yeah. It's unreal.
Imagine that. Imagine Aronan making 5 straight strength saving throws. It's like that.
Not gonna happen.
That is not happening. Especially, I'm looking at my stat sheet right now, and I think my user icon just cringed.
All right. Do you have a recap, Ryan? Were you able to find that or no?
I mean, I don't have a good recap, but I can provide a recap.
Okay.
For the most part, the activity wrapped up. We tried to scry on a couple individuals, got a good idea of what's going on with Valish Gant over at Revel's End. We weren't able to successfully scry on the Frost Maiden. Something prevented us from getting a good glimpse of what was going on there. Headed back to the Lonely Wood and did some bartering with Nimsy, and were able to identify that in the bar as available, and made a deal to update that. Unfortunately, as part of that deal, Eliana told us that it is not in her heart to continue on with us in this quest, and she really wants to focus on revitalizing the bar, which we called the Belching Dragon. TBD. So, kind of the last episode ended with us kind of cleaning out the bar and coming together as a team on that. So, and then our limerick provided by Doc provided a limerick. Speaker Nimsy gives cookies and feeds, provides gold and things TBD needs. But the thing Doc likes best, better than all the rest, is the acquisition of the Indeed.
Nice.
Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. So you guys took some time working at the inn, and it's actually somewhat functional by the time you leave. There's a couple of rooms that you guys can rent out. 2 of the rooms are still, there wasn't enough furniture between the 4 of them to get more than 2 rooms set up. So you have 2 rooms that are set up and 2 that are kind of stored. One's kind of stored for like busted parts, and another one's just kind of like a storage room right now. You have 2 table setups downstairs. Things have kind of been cleaned up. You have a somewhat stocked bar. The door's back on the hinges and everything. And you leave it in a state where you think there may be some income coming from this soon. A little short on supplies. Doc and Ellie were going to figure that out as you guys ventured north towards Revel's End. So where we are going to pick up is the 2 of you with your sled dogs headed north. And as you crest a snowdrift, you see in the distance you had headed out west per the suggestion from Nimsy, found the sea of moving ice, and headed north from there. And cresting a rise, perched on the cliffside overlooking the sea of moving ice, is this gigantic blade-shaped rock that rises up. Almost looks like a massive version of Pride Rock from The Lion King. And that looms over this fortress, this 6-pointed star fortress. And in the middle of this fortress is a large tower that overlooks it. The cliff that down to the Sea of Moving Ice is 160 feet down on the left-hand side as you face it. And there's a small trail that you can see leading up to the southern entrance of the prison.
Is it safe to take the dogs on the trail?
Sure. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it's been a well kind of traveled trail. There is a snowdrift on the one side of it, and we all know how that snow drifts, and then you can see all the tracks kind of through it and back and forth that it's built up over time. The wind is very biting coming off of the sea. As you move down towards this trail and move in, it's like the wind suddenly is broken. Like you've gotten yourself behind this mountain. And you realize that the mountain, pretty much this rock formation, protects the fortress from the wind. As the wind dies down a little bit. You approach on the trail toward the gate. Standing in front of you is a 30-foot tall wood and iron door. There's no one there. There's no bell or anything. It's just this tall door in front of you.
No little opening that a little munchkin opens up and...
I mean, we'd have to knock first, right?
Maybe.
I suppose.
I don't know.
All right. Well, Krixis is gonna look at Aronan, and he's gonna say, "I can try to knock, and then we can knock it down."
Yeah, it's an option. I mean, it's so, and we don't see any lights, no nothing, no.
Oh, there's lights on the corners of it. There's like guard watchtowers. Um, Make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a 14.
I have a
Yeah,
9.
up in the towers, Crixus, you can see a couple of guards in the towers and the points. Norm, just quick question: did you have this map up or no?
You did not send me this map.
Oh, I sent it to you a long time ago. That's
Oh,
I'll
which
find it again.
which map is it?
Revel's End.
Oh, let's go image.
It looks
Oh.
like a 6-pointed star.
Oh. There we go.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
There it is.
You
It's
get
in.
Oh,
It's up.
oh, oh,
Yay!
oh, oh.
Okay, so you guys are approaching from the south, from the bottom on the trail. And in the corners, do you guys have all the numbers, or no?
Yeah, but it's
It's going to be impossible to read. That's fine. Up in the corners in the top on the left and right, you can see they're basically guard towers, and there is movement in both of them, and you see the light coming from them. There aren't any visible windows on the ground level, and you only see light coming from the top. And there's a faint refractory light on the clouds above. This is a cloudy night, or a cloudy day. It's always night.
It's fair.
I mean, are we aware it's nighttime yet?
I mean, the aurora borealis like effect is not in the sky at all, so you would assume it's pretty late, based on their day-night cycle.
Well, I can either take the back of my hatchet and bang on the door, or we can try to find another way in.
I mean, let's. I say we just knock and see what happens.
That's what I like to do.
Okay. So you take the back of your hatchet there and you kind of bang on the door. And it takes about 4 or 5 seconds. And this ethereal face just kind of pops out of the door. And it's a bearded human. Just, can I help you?
Yes, we are travelers looking to speak to Velish Gant.
Velish Gant? Is he a prisoner here?
It is what we hear. He has information we need.
So you wish to speak to a prisoner?
Indeed.
Very well. Enter inside. Wait in the entranceway. Warden will come by to see you shortly. And the face pulls back and the doors creak open. Just enough that you guys can walk in. You walk in?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
walking.
gonna get out of the cold and.
Okay. All right, you bring the dogs in as well?
Yeah, I think absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you bring the dog sleds in. There's enough room to get the dog sled. This is like 10 feet wide by like 30 feet long, this hallway. And the shortly after getting everything in there, there are 2 guards that show up. And the one says, one's got like a pad and a quill, and he's like, can I get your names for the record? Visiting who you're visiting, who you're looking for, and how long you think your stay will be.
I'm gonna look at Aronan. Like, you go first. I don't know if we're using real names or if we're using Batman.
I am going to say, you may call me Doc. I'm going to give Doc's name. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to say I am. Oh, that's a great question, Krixis. Yeah, I'm gonna give a fake name. I am J.D. McGillicuddy.
Okay, make a deception check.
Based
Good
on
one.
how I said it, I'm sure it's not deceptive. It is not deceptive. 9.
9.
Uh-huh.
He raises one eyebrow at you. Writes the name down on the pad of paper. And then turns and looks at Krixis. And you?
Jackson Daniels. My friends call me Jack.
Nice. You go ahead and make a deception check as well.
I should have said I was James Beam.
Oh. 7.
Shit.
Krixis can't help
7.
but laugh at his own joke.
The guard kind of looks at you and he goes, Jackson Daniels. That's a new one. And he writes it down on the pad. You get the feeling that he really doesn't care that he's being lied to about who you guys are. And
Not
he
his
really
first
doesn't
rodeo.
want to know anything about anyone that would... No, and he really doesn't want to know anything about anyone that would be coming to visit a prisoner here. Like this prison and what it's known for. He does not want to even question. The other guy looks at the two of you and says, would you like me to stable your dogs? It's right next door.
If you would, kind sir. And then I'm going to provide him a gold for the trouble.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm also going to give a
Well,
gold
I
just to kind of
appreciate
schmooze it. Because we want to be sure that we don't get screwed.
What do you
here.
say to 3 shillings and we forget the name? It's kind of what Aronon's pulling here. Welcome to Revel's End, Mr. Smith. Closes the book. So the one guard who actually, looking at him, you could tell he's stable master. Like, he reaches into he's got a little pouch at his side. He reaches in, he's got little chunks of meat to give the dogs stuff, and kind of gets them to cooperate without issue, which is really kind of strange for you, Aronan, because Prince seems to be completely cool with this guy. Which, as we know, is par for the course. He walks away into the... he takes them back outside, in through a different door outside into the stables, which is right next door. In from the room to your right, 2 guards come out after the guy with the logbook leaves. They say, we are going to need all your weapons. We'll lock them in a box here in the room. You'll have the key to that box. No one will be able to get into it until you come back down and unlock it. But for the safety of the prisoners, the guards, and everyone inside this building, we do need to keep all your weapons down here.
Weapons keep getting locked up in random boxes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
I think we had to expect it, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is a high security prison for the most dangerous people on the Sword Coast. It's for your own safety as well.
Makes sense to me. Krixis hands over his hatchets.
No, just come here. You can come through the door. And he brings you into the other room. He opens up this large box. He goes, here you go. You can put your. We don't even need to touch them. You can put them in there. Here's the lock. He hands you the lock. The key's in it. You can lock it up. And then he just stands back with his other guard and observes you guys. Please, all weapons, we will frisk you in the end to make sure.
All right.
Kind of eyeing Aronan in his dark clothing.
You're gonna frisk me in the end?
Well, we are in prison.
Does it sound it? The one who hasn't spoken yet looks at you and says, does that sound enjoyable to you?
No.
I'm just shitting you. I'm just shitting you, man. That's the stuff the prisoners do, not us.
Yeah, I guess
I'm kidding. Everyone's got their own cell. There's no one. None of that stuff happens here.
I'll do the hand.
There are
axes.
rumors though, and it's fun to play on them. Okay.
Hand axes and shield in the box, I suppose.
Okay. Aronan?
I will. Yeah. I've been trying to think of a way to keep at least a dagger.
Yeah, you absolutely could. You can tuck it away if you want to, and hope you pass the frisking.
Right in the prison pocket.
Right in the prison pocket. There you go. I don't know if that's where you want to keep a dagger, though.
It isn't.
Get a little painful. No.
Sheath and all, I'd be, depending on the size of the dagger.
Yeah.
All right.
Very uncomfortable.
So I'm going to, considering I'm a rogue, I think I would have a hidden pocket somewhere. So I'm going to take off all my gear and throw it in the chest. But as I'm throwing it all in there, I'm going to take one of my daggers and kind of slide it in as I'm taking other stuff out.
Okay. As you are sliding it, hiding that, I need you to make a... I forget. We'll call it a sleight of hand check. Like a sleight of hand check to
This will be good. I have a plus
hide
10.
your dagger. Ooh, damn. Roll much then.
Oh, jeez. So I get it. A 2 plus 10 is 12.
Okay. You think it's hidden?
I'm gonna make the case that I need my staff for walking along the slick surfaces here.
You're gonna
that
pull
could
a
be icy.
pull a Gandalf.
Yeah, just hold on to my staff. A bird
Make
calls,
a
that
persuasion
needs to have
check.
Something.
Would you really take a staff away from an old man? Or a walking stick?
11.
11.
Krixis is not very persuasive today.
May I see it?
Sure. I'll
Card
hand
asks.
it over. Sure.
And you see him just kind of look at it, and you see like this you notice like this magical thing passes over his eyes, like this field, like he's looking at it, trying to detect if it's magic. It has a magical property. What is it?
Has the
Could you
ability
demonstrate it?
to project a sound of a bird. And then I demonstrate it with this amazing flourish. And then there's like a raven caw in the background.
Very well.
Ah!
Yeah, I don't have a specific raven call. My bad.
No, I got it. No problem. I got it.
It's all good. I said caw.
I guess it has to. Maybe it's
This is very
specific
well.
to an an eagle's shriek, I guess, is I guess what I have access to.
It works. Aronan. When they start, you guys lock up the box and everything, and they start doing a pat down. You didn't get your dagger all the way into your sheath, and it's actually created a little noticeable bump on your leg as he's patting you down, and he's like, "What the hell's this? You don't care about your life?"
Oh, sorry. I thought I stuck that in there. My bad. I'll toss it in.
Okay, so you take it, and you unlock the box and throw it in there and lock the box back up. And then he continues your pat down. Very good. Very
Yeah,
well.
I'm gonna look at Krixis and
All
say,
right,
"Oh
the warden
man,
will be here to see you in a minute.
I'm gonna look at Krixis and say, "Oh man, I have so many pockets. Whew, it's a good thing."
Yeah. Well,
The guard rolls his eyes.
let's be thankful this guarding unit is so good at their job.
So after about 15 minutes or so, the warden comes in, introduces. Oh, dang it! Where is the warden's information? Oh, it's Warden Marthanus. They introduce themselves as. I'm trying to find where the hell is it? Normally this stuff is like right at the top. I'm gonna give a description of them. No matter.
He's the guy with the face and
The
arms
warden.
and legs.
Yeah, and actually we'll just say this is the person you saw earlier come through the door, the bearded human. He comes walking in, kind of burly, and says, "Can I help you? You're here to see a prisoner?" I am the warden here, by the way. My name is Warden Marthanus.
Yes, we are here to see one of your inmates.
And which one would that be?
Oh shit, what's his I just blanked on his
We're
name.
here to see Velishgant.
Yes, Valishgant.
Velishgant. Velishgant. I don't remember. I will have to take you to the record-keeping room to figure out what number he is. Prisoners are numbered for anonymity and safety.
Indeed.
Let me see.
I turned to Aronan, and I think Krixis had the impression Velishgant was more important, and based on the scrying and nobody really knowing which prisoner he is, I think Krixis is getting the impression he's not a big deal, and we might be on a wild goose chase.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of glance at him and just kind of raise an eyebrow, like he should know who and where this guy is. Are we following him, or did he walk off on his own?
He told you to follow him.
Okay. So
are you following him?
Yeah, I'm going to lag behind a couple feet and kind of slow Krixis down so we can have just a mini conversation real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of lean over and whisper in his ear, "This may be a wild goose chase. He should know who this man is, if he is who we think he is."
Krixis got the same impression, but kind of said, "Be on your guard in case this is not a wild goose chase, and instead this is a trap."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
So he
definitely
leads you
not liking
down the
that
hallway.
we-
He opens the...
No, I'm definitely not liking that we left our stuff back in that room.
He leads you down the hall and through the first door into the main area, walking through the center. And when he opens that first door, you hear the prisoners all around. Something you notice when you go entering through this door is that the temperature significantly changes. It's a balmy 68 degrees Fahrenheit, kept for comfort, and it's the first time in a long time, having traveled north here, that you've felt warmth, and you actually kind of start loosening up your stuff to let some of that warmth in. He takes you forward to one of the doors that lead to that center hexagon, and takes you to the spiral staircase, moving up to the second floor. You pass a door on the spiral staircase at what would be one story up, and you get the second story up, and he stops and unlocks the door and brings you into what looks like an office. It is here. The room presented before you. There's a long, slightly curved table that takes up much of this room. This isn't an office. This is like a meeting room, a gathering area. There's 11 chairs that sit around this table. Each one of the chairs, every one of them, except the one in the middle, has a banner draped over the back of it. And those banners, you notice each of those banners has a specific sigildry and color scheme for the members of the Lord's Alliance, the different cities from the Lord's Alliance. And then hanging on the wall is a huge red banner with a golden crown that you know represents the Lord's Alliance. So each one of these individual cities on each chair, and then the one for the Lord's Alliance in the back. The chair in the middle has nothing on it. So there's 5 chairs on each side of one empty chair that have all these banners on them. And he said, my quarters, oh, you don't need to know about my quarters, but my office is right here. And he points to the other door. There are 2 doors leading out of that room, one to the north and one to the south. The one to the north is
what
his
number is
quarters.
this on the map? I have it open up on my other computer.
R20 is the meeting room. R21 is his quarters, and R22 is the warden's office. It's on the second floor. It's the little hexagon on the bottom, second floor.
I got it.
He brings you into his office, unlocks the door, brings you in there. There are 5 locked wooden cabinets along the one wall. There's a desk in the middle of the room. And it's what you see as you enter. It's very plain. There's not a lot of decoration in here. There isn't a lot of adornment. It's a place where he does paperwork, basically. Let me see. He goes over to one of the cabinets. He unlocks it. He pulls a key ring from his belt and unlocks it. Slides the cabinet open. He said, "You said Gant, right?"
Indeed. Velish Gant.
F. G. Gant. G-A. G. Gant.
How many prisoners do you keep here, Warden?
Oh, currently there's probably close to 75. These are the records of all the prisoners that have ever been here, though. I mean, like this. Hang on a second. He pulls this one open. He's like, "Yeah, this guy passed about a decade ago." And he said, so they're all different These are our records in case anyone should come and ask what has happened to any of these prisoners. We have on file what happened and what was done with the body, if someone came to get it, or if we had put it, incinerated it, or put it out to sea. We honor different requests depending on the background of these prisoners. This son of a bitch, though, he was trying to. Well, he got caught for messing with the trade market in 10 Downs. He had a protection racket going on in Brinchander, and was charged also with, well, it looks like an attempted murder on Duvessa Shane. Huh.
Wow.
His number is prisoner 237. The guards will know that and where to find him. I can bring you down to the audience chamber where you could talk with him, if you like.
So, what was the name of the person? What was the name of the person that he had tried to kill?
Duvessa Shane. You know that name. That's the speaker of Brinchander.
Yeah.
She's the one that said she may have something else for you. That she when you could come, if you could come back. She's the one you delivered the messages for to the smaller cities on your way through.
Okay.
And then said when you're done visiting Revel's End to come in, speak to her. She may have something more for you that she's been investigating.
Oh, good lord. Hold on. My dogs are losing their mind.
Alright. Well, I'm going to ask the warden.
You'd like to meet with him, though, correct?
Yes. We would. Yeah, I just have some more questions.
Sure.
Are all the inmates here dangerous? Does this somehow inhibit magical power? How do you keep dangerous individuals here?
Well, the cells are all anti-magic. Have anti-magic properties to them built right into the walls. Moving magical folks, we have these, and he pulls it out of his pocket, and he's got this little circular disc, and he hits it, and suddenly when he hits it, all the sound goes away. Like, you can't hear anything at all. And then he clicks it back. He's like, that goes out to about 20 feet from us. And then a pair of manacles that you literally lay your hands into them, and then they fold a metal piece so your hand is held in place, and it's locked together behind their back so that they cannot move their hands or arms at all. The silence and the use of their hands pretty much limits any magic that they can do as we move them. The questioning room that you'll be talking to them in will be an anti-magic zone as well.
Indeed. Any other questions, Aronan, or are we ready to meet with Valish Gant?
Let's do this. Let's see what this turd's about.
All right. So he leads you down, back out and down the spiral staircase. He's going to be leading you to area R12. I messed this up. I have two tabs open. One's the map, one's the adventure, and I flip-flopped them. So he leads you down the stairs, the spiral staircase, and out of that octagon on the base level, and out to the west side, the western point, that room there. as you are brought through that main area, that large main area, as you're coming back through and you get a good look at it now, you see that this is all the prison cells. You see where all the prisoners are locked. You hear some jaw-jacking and some talking from some areas. Some areas are very, very quiet. Like, it seems like they intentionally keep silent spells on some areas for magic users. But he brings you west down that hallway and into R12. Opening up the door, you are presented with a small meeting room that there's a large rectangular table. It has a single chair on one side and 3 chairs on the opposite side of it. The warden motions for you to take seats in the 3 chairs, and he said, "We will bring the prisoner in shortly." As you enter this room, Krixis, you notice the anti-magic field. Like, you step in and you feel just like you've been completely cut off from your magic. It's almost a little disconcerting because that's always kind of been your connection to your god. So you feel where you've always felt a sense of comfort. You step in here and you feel I'm very alone. I have Aronan next to me, and that is it.
Good luck, buddy.
Constant reassuring presence of your magic has disappeared.
I grip the staff a little more tightly.
I'm gonna look at Krixis and kind of. Are you alright?
Yes, I just can't touch my magic here.
So it really is a empty magic chamber, whatever the hell he called it.
It would appear so. Be on your guard.
Well, I feel normal, probably because I don't have magic, but... Alright, well, shit. Where do you want to sit? Or do you not want... you know what? I'm going to stand because I do not want to be caught sitting.
Yeah, I'll sit down. Someone rolls up on me.
I'm paranoid as shit. Being a rogue and a thief, I do not want to stay in prison.
It's your first taste right here.
Yeah, hopefully my last taste.
So it's you sitting in there, and just about the time you think you wouldn't, you start going, where is it? The door slams open, and a man is ushered in, and they bring him over to the chair, and instead of undoing his bindings or anything, they put his hands over the back of the chair and sit him down in front of you. So his hands are in bindings and he's sitting on the chair, kind of similar to how I'm sitting here right now in my chair. You cannot see his hands. The plain brown hoodless robe that he is wearing, you've seen on other prisoners. Looks like it's comfortable enough for him. He sits down and he kind of, his big mutton chop sideburns and double chin sitting there, and he kind of stops and he looks at you. Do I know you?
You don't. We know of you.
Are you from the Arcane Brotherhood?
We are no friends of the Brotherhood. However, we are no enemies either.
You see the disgust in his voice, or in his face, when you said we are no friends of the Arcane Brotherhood. And then when you say we are no enemies, it stops and gives you a questioning look. Do you require of me then?
We are travelers looking and hoping that you have some information allowing us to counter this eternal cold and darkness. Any information would be helpful, but I'm hoping that you have some specific knowledge that can point me either in that direction or someone at the Arcane Brotherhood who may be interested in joining our cause.
The everlasting rhyme you're referring to. That is problematic. I may be able to get you in contact with the Brotherhood.
How so?
I am a member of the Brotherhood.
Yes.
They should be trying to release me any day now. I've been here any long enough. I know the bureaucracy of such things and the paperwork involved can be time consuming, but I am biding my time and expect my eventual release into their hands shortly.
Your release through regular measures or through forceful measures?
Through diplomatic measures, of course.
Okay.
I'm a little shocked to hear that this diplomacy would work when I hear you stand accused of attempted murder on a speaker of Bryn Shander.
To Vessa Shane? She isn't right to lead that city, let alone 10 towns. She doesn't have the wit for it. I was just merely trying to set 10 towns on a better course.
Indeed. And is it the Arcane Brotherhood that feels they have the best course for 10 towns?
I feel I have the best course for 10 towns.
Indeed.
The Brotherhood just happens to be something I am part of. This is not their agenda, it is mine.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Well, how could we assist?
Well,
It is
how
our
could you
intention
assist
to
me?
meet with the Arcane Brotherhood and move forward in our agenda.
And what is your agenda, may I ask? Stopping the everlasting rhyme?
Indeed.
I had thought for a moment I might have been speaking to equals on an intellect level, but now I have my doubts. Do you think you can stop the rhyme? Oh. Maybe a
As we
simple
venture
message.
forward, we find there isn't many others that share this task, and I am surprised by that. Most have just accepted this as their fate.
And what makes you think
Should take
that this cannot be stopped?
you would go against Oral,
Or die
the
trying?
Frost Maiden. Well, certainly it shall be die trying. Two of you, it's even 4 or 5 competent, intelligent people would struggle against this. And although you may be competent, it doesn't seem you're the most intelligent.
Interesting, coming from a guy sitting on the wrong side in a jail.
This is a temporary setback. The only proof they had was a piece of paper.
And what do you think is going to happen to you once you leave here? Do you think that they're just going to let you go and try to kill her again?
I do not know the deals that the Arcane Brotherhood are working for me. But 10 Towns deserves better and shall have better in the end.
I'm going to glance at Krixis, kind of give him the rock eyebrow, like, So you are of no help to us then with this rhyme. You know nothing. You say you know. You say you know, but yet you have not given us any evidence or proof that you know how or why.
There is an island in the Sea of Moving Ice where it is said she resides. If you truly are the fools that you are presenting yourself to be, you may travel there. Find a good sturdy ship, for the ice has been known to sink many. Or perhaps a magical means to get to the island.
And do you know of such a way?
I don't expect a magical means. I know of many magical means of transport. From the simplest things as blinking 50 feet to teleportation circles. Plane shifting. Time walking.
Mr. Gant, I will say this. It will help your agenda if we can end the rhyme and your name is attached to such a feat. I believe it is in your best interest.
Then let it be said that I have given you the location of where all resides. In the frozen sea of moving ice.
We shall see.
I don't expect I shall see you. I don't expect I shall see you two again.
I wouldn't be so sure of that.
Are we done here then?
I'm gonna look at Aronan. I don't have any more use for him. It doesn't seem like he can really provide us much actual assistance from here.
I am going to look at Krixis and then say out loud, well, this seems to have been a waste of our time. He clearly doesn't know as much as we've been told he knows. And I'm going to go walk towards the door to bang on it and have the guard let us out.
There is actually a guard that has been standing inside the door this entire time.
So if I go and bang on the door and yell guard, he's gonna look at me like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, but you would have seen him, so that's whether or not you actually go and bang on the door. Look at him and say, "We're done."
No, I'll just let him. I'll just look at him and nod and say, "All right, we're good here."
All right. Come on, 237. And he grabs him and kind of yanks him roughly off the chair, and Gant starts laughing. Good luck with the Frost Maiden. And you hear that laugh kind of fade away as the door slams behind you. Shortly after the warden comes in. Did you get what you were looking for?
Well, yes and no. Word to the wise, I probably would not make any deals with his people. He needs to stay locked up. He is going to go after the speaker again. And, yeah, he's just going to end up back here and one less good speaker shall be living.
I know nothing or any information about a deal. It isn't even on the table. It isn't even being questioned.
Okay.
He's delusional. He keeps thinking the Brotherhood's coming for him, but they're not. If anything, he's embarrassed them by his name being attached to them. He's a pompous jackass. He thinks he's the smartest one in the room everywhere he goes.
That much is clear. I would still be aware, though. He seems very convinced, and I would hate to see him out in the wild. If you know what I mean.
For sure.
Alright.
Would you like to stay an evening, or is your business done here?
I would like to leave.
At Revel's End, that is. Very well. I will bring you to
We're
the
good,
door.
Krixis, right? I don't think we can.
I believe our business is concluded, Warden.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for your hospitality.
Yes.
So you guys end up, he brings you to the door. Your dog, sleds and dogs are brought back to you. The outside doors to the prison are opened, and you give them your weapons back. You unlock your box. You get all the weapons back. You return the lock to them. They get you out on your way. And when the doors close, smash cut to the warden inside the caretaker's room. Goes to the logbook, opens it up, and writes Krixis under one name and Aronan under the other.
God damn it.
In the book. You guys said it right in front of them.
Oh, we did.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's...
We're not great at this espionage part of it.
You would think I would be better. You'd think I'd have a better... Yeah.
Aronan, I expect more out of you.
Yeah, I'm ashamed of myself. I need to go back to the inn and sit in the corner for a while. Think about what I did.
So where would you guys like to head? You are 20 miles north of Hollywood currently, and outside of Revel's End, wind is, you can hear it in the distance coming around the mountain.
Well, I think long term, it's clear that we need a strong party, and we need people with either a ship or a strong teleportation magic or access to magic to some extent. So
I think what we should probably do is go to one of the larger towns, and because I don't think any of the smaller ones are going to know or have access to anything like any type of magical teleportation. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have better luck at a large, maybe a large port town or port city, because then we'll have the option of, you know, who can get us a boat that sturdy, as well as maybe a magical boat that'll just float above the water. I don't know.
The biggest town of the 10 towns is Brinchander.
Is Brinchander on the water? I don't recall the map.
It is not. Tourmaline is on Mare Duladon, and these are lakes. And you haven't been to East Haven or Cairdenaval, which are on another lake, and then I believe there's a third one here. I can't find it.
Here's a question: do all these lakes
looking at the map
connect to where if we go from one, we can get to the others? Like, Or
Nope.
do we have to actually find a town that would connect to those islands? Or not connect to the islands, but would be on the same waterway as the islands.
The island is actually in the Sea of Moving Ice, which is far to the east of the 10 towns. The 10 towns there are 3 lakes, and Red Waters is the 3rd one. And they're only there because of the hot springs below them that keep the water temperate enough to not melt, freeze over. But those 3 lakes don't connect to the Sea of Moving Ice at all. The Sea of Moving Ice is probably 10 miles north of Lonelywood if you headed straight north, and then, well, maybe 15 miles. And then another 5 miles to Revel's End.
So after conferring with one another and our knowledge of the area, with the maps that we have, it's clear that, finding someone with a ship isn't going to help us, and we will probably need to travel via magical means, which almost makes it more important that we talk to somebody within the Arcane Brotherhood.
Agreed.
Okay, so where are you headed?
I think Bryn Shander had the Ice Palace, right? Is that where that was?
That was Luskin that had that ice.
So that's one hell of a travel.
Yeah, Luskin is way the hell off the cold. You could go to Bryn Shander and start poking around about the Arcane Brotherhood if you like. Or you can...
That sounds the most promising to start with.
You did hear about something about they were talking about a whale.
Oh yeah, wait, let me go
sperm
back.
Whale that lived in the Sea of Moving Ice. You did have that information before.
Let me go back to my rumors here.
So either way, either way, Krixis, I think we should go to Bryn Shander. I have a bunch of stuff I'd like to sell, and then maybe we could pick up some better weapons, if depending upon cost, and or some better, well, maybe some better armor for you or something. But also, I think our best bet to have something found magical other than the Arcane Brotherhood is going to be in a really big city.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
But also, we kind of... I think that Doc Whale may end up... The whale may end up being another great option, because I'm looking at my notes, and it says it has a boat on its back.
Yeah.
And it says, helping the town where possible. So if we can find somebody that speaks whale... we can go and talk to it and say, hey, we're doing this for the betterment of the North. We're trying to rid the darkness or whatever.
Alright, yeah, let's well, I guess let's head to Bryn Shander and try to find our Captain Ahab, right?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I would prefer
So
not to go into his belly. Or not to go into the whale's stomach, but...
Don't worry, you'll get spit back out on dry land.
Perfect.
So you head back to Bryn Shander. It takes you a couple days to get back there. A little longer than usual because of the snow had picked up and had to wait out a couple of snowstorms in the deep snow. You do spend a night in Lonelywood. You get back to Lonelywood, you see Doc and Ellie. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk to them about, you've only been gone for 2 days when you get back to them. You do notice there is a full set of tables now. You have 4 full tables with 2 chairs at each. Hearth burning in the fire. Like, you open the door and come inside and it's warm and toasty, and Ellie's behind the bar when she sees you guys. She's like, hey! Oh, you guys are back. You're in one piece. That's good for you. You want a drink? You want some food? We got some stew in the pot.
Yep, give me all of that. Something strong.
Something. How strong, Aronan?
Strong.
We found some interesting stuff in the basement.
Challenge accepted.
So she gets out this bottle. And she's got like this smirk in her eye. It's clean. Krixis' bottle looks familiar. You found a different bottle that looks very similar to this that you packed away. It's got these flaming wings on the front that kind of surround the neck of the bottle. And she pours out this it's like a dark brown, like thick, and it's not transparent. It's opaque as she pours this into it, and it's like this brown. You see these little like flecks of like pepper and stuff in it. Said, I need you to, well, here. It's here. The first one's on the house.
Nope. Slam.
Kick it back. It is a peppery, hot, fiery alcohol, almost like a really spicy Bloody Mary. The burning in your throat, you feel it all the way down your esophagus and just about the point when you're the burning in your throat stops, there's a churning in your stomach and a few cramps setting in. Are you muted right now, or were you saying something?
No, I was just
What did you say?
I was just going.
Yep. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
I'm gonna shit my pants, aren't I? No bueno. 7.
7. You know instantly that you're gonna have to go, and you get up from. You kick the stool away from you and run to the bathroom. You don't make it. you crapped yourself halfway there.
Scoot and Jack, I have my brown pants on now.
At this point, when Krixis is watching Aronan run away, and Ellie just slides the shot over to Krixis.
The whole bar erupts in laughter. Krixis looks at that drink, looks at Ellie, looks at the drink.
She's got a big grin on her face. Her eyebrows are up. She's, you can give it a shot? I'll tell you what. I'll do one with you. How's that sound?
I can't look that gift horse in the mouth. Let's do it. And so
Ellie pours. Yep, pours a shot, flips it back, and she's sitting there. She's like, "Oh, con save," and she's like, "Oh, that's so good." So okay, yep, nope, yep. She goes running off and back.
I roll the same thing, 7.
You just can't win with this, can you?
Not a lucky 7.
I love it. I'm so happy right now.
7.
I am so happy right now.
You feel the same thing. Your stomach churns. You realize you gotta go, and you about halfway getting there to the bathroom, you let loose, crap yourself. You walk into the bathroom and Aronon's there cleaning out his small clothes.
I join them because there's nobody around to prestidigitate the shit out of that.
Literally.
Literally. Show title, prestidigitate the shit out of that.
And if I could go back to the Twitch board, the best idea I've seen all day, we need to take some of those cookies from Nimsy that'll turn the rest of this night into something worthwhile.
Yeah, that was next on my list, actually. I was going to say, once I went back into the bar, I'm just going to, yeah.
No, I mean, I would actually prefer it now because I'm cleaning shit out of my pants right now. It's like, gotta be hiding.
Hey, you grab one of you ask for one right now and grab it.
It's in my bag of holding. No, yeah, it's in my bag of holding. So after I finish cleaning my trousers, I'm going to reach into the bag and just grab a cookie and break off a hunk and then break that in half and give a chunk to Krixis, and I'm gonna pop a chunk myself.
Okay. It takes a little bit to hit you. But you're sitting there, as you're kind of cleaned up and you're looking around and you're watching Krixis and he's kind of washing this together, and as he starts going like this, his hands just start slowly becoming this swirling ball that just kind of expands and then contracts back to his hands, and you go to reach for the doorknob and the doorknob kind of swirls out of the way of your hand. And when you open the door and head back out into the main tap room, the fire roaring, and it's insanely colorful. Like, you've seen gypsy caravans before and their dances and their bonfires. It is like the whole tap room is moving like a gypsy dancer with these colorful ribbons, and it's relaxing and enjoyable. And I need you both to make a perception check.
Uh, 11.
11?
23.
23. You don't see it within the swirling pattern, Krixis. You're just enjoying it. You're back. You got an actual normal drink now. Ellie's back behind the bar serving things up. She's wearing different pants now. In the swirling pattern, Aronan, you notice a set of eyes watching you. And then as one of the ribbons pulls away and moves beyond, you see a set of fanged teeth.
I'm gonna look
sit there
around,
watching it for a little bit. And you kind of look around, and as you're looking at it, you look around, there's nothing else, but then you see this silhouette of a woman form in the ribbons. And the eyes look at you, smoldering. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Natty 1. No wisdom here, buddy. 3.
You feel compelled to stand up and walk across the room to this woman you see in these ribbon-like swirls.
All right. I will do that.
Stand up, you walk forward. You walk forward, and as you walk forward, this woman takes greater shape. A porcelain skin, a long, flowing, dark hair, these purple eyes have you entranced. She steps forward to you, and you can't help but wrap your arm around her waist. And she pulls you closer, places one hand on your shoulder,
Does Krixis
slides a
perceive...
hand up behind your head.
Sorry, does
Krixis
perceive
perceives...
Aronan as walking into the fireplace?
No, he sees him getting up. He sees him walking forward. He's clearly looking at something. He's entranced. You do not notice what it's flowing ribbons kind of swirling around. You do notice that they're kind of swirling around his body now and kind of wrapping him up. But she wraps Aronon. She puts her hand up behind your head and slides one hand up on your shoulder and moves closer to you and pulls your head to the side and bites your neck. Krixis, at this point, Aronon passes out on the floor. Your vision goes black, Aronon. That'd be a good place to stop.
Oh. Well.
Oh. Krixis just wanted to get high and make some dragons fight with his loot tonight, but it seems like shit's getting weird.
I don't know what to do with that.
Well,
you can't do anything. You're blacked out.
Well, yeah.
Very interesting. All right.
That is...
I love the creepy music coming in now, too.
Yep, I just switched it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I literally am at a loss for words, so apparently Dude, I'm gonna turn into a rogue thief.
We'll see you all next week.
Yeah. Boy.
Alright, so that was awesome. Show titles, people. I'm gonna put that in the chat here. Click on the link that I'm about to put in. Click and vote on some show titles. Do that.
Oh, sure, let's do a
We have several in there. Oh, and I don't think I ever cleared them out from last time, did I? Shit.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did not.
Well, damn it. Nah, I'm just going to go through here and delete this. Oh, you got to love
TBD
this
is not great at espionage.
Mm-hmm. That's clearly been the case here. Like, you know, if it requires running in and smashing face, we can be all right. But if it's sneaking around and pretending we're someone else, James Bond style, it's I forgot to put pants on this morning.
All right.
So.
All right. I got that fixed. Okay, so we are Two Nerds One Quest. We are a weekly D&D podcast slash show. Twitch.tv.
Wearing the brown pants now.
I'm M Norm. Find us anywhere you can find podcasts, and we are on Twitter, and we are on Twitch, and we are on Patreon. Basically, everything is / 2 Nerds One Quest. Number 2 Nerds Number 1 Quest. Patreon.com / 2 Nerds One Quest. If you would like to support us, the biggest thing you can do to support us is let other people know. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell the guy in the street. Give him a nice big happy shove and say, 2 Nerds One Quest, bitch, and then run away. I mean, probably don't do that because I don't want to see you get arrested, but do it. Definitely do it.
I'll Google it, at least.
Yeah. Or videotape it.
Record it if you do, and
Yep.
put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then put a link to it in the Discord.
Yeah, right. Join our Discord, by the way. Link has been in the chat off and on. I'll put that in there now. You can reach us there, have discussions. If you join our Patreon, JC does a monthly poll. That's one of our rewards. We have some other rewards in there as well, some really fun stuff. Or, get in there. It's free. Talk to us. Ask us questions. Pick JC's mind. Talk about other stuff like movies and games and other nerdy shit. Yeah. Just, we're happy everybody is here. Thanks for joining in. For me, for JC, for Krixis, and for the missing Genius Lazy Dragon. Peace.
Boomtown.
So Ryan's got a game he plays that's on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah.
Or every other Wednesday or something like that.
Every other Wednesday.
Yeah, and their DM when I was at Ryan's birthday party was telling me about, hey, I got this, that Ryan's never passed this. It would be hilarious if it showed up in your stream game. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'll drop that in there. So he texted me it. Yeah, I was just looking for the opportunity. And
0 for 4, maybe 0 for 5. I'm not sure, but it feels impossible at this point.
It really
nice
isn't, though.
having-
It's not that high of a D to.
Sure.
When I rolled a
Nice
natural.
Ellie rolled a 3.
Oh, yeah. When I rolled a natural 1 though on that wisdom, I'm like, oh, I'm screwed.
Yeah. Yep. That was it was fun. I wasn't sure where that was gonna go. But that was, oh, by the way, those cookies are from the patrons. I don't know if I said that before.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was a poll that I've been waiting to work in for a long time.
Yep.
Now you had the cookie.
Yep, but you
So
mentioned that after, I think, the last session.
Yeah.
So now you've
How
gotta
was my
figure out-
audio today, Norm?
Still lag.
Still lag?
Yeah, that's why we
Crap.
talked over each other a few times here and there.
Yeah, I was thinking that. You guys sound real strong coming through to me, and I pick you up right away, but I could tell when you weren't talking, like I was waiting, and you weren't talking. I gotta see if I can figure out what that is.
Yeah, so Krixis, or Krixis, I'll just refer to you as that, but Cooch is perfect for me.
Sure.
He is on cue. His audio is there. Are you on your Chromebook with Discord?
No, it's my MacBook Air, my 2020 MacBook Air. It's a brand new. It should be fine. I wonder. I'll have to do some troubleshooting. Yeah, my Chromebook was awful.
Okay.
Awful. So there's
Yeah,
no reason this shouldn't be running well.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's only been the last 3 sessions. Like, because you've had your your MacBook for like at least a couple months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why it's suddenly
Yeah, I got it back in March.
doing it now is weird.
This is very weird. I have to figure it out.
Do you have separate video and audio?
Possibly. I don't know a lot about how these work. I'm still trying to.
Oh, like you're not using
Learn my
a
way
separate
around this
camera
stuff,
and a
so-
microphone like us. It's all integrated.
Right. I have my headset, and then the camera's on the computer itself. So.
I wonder if that's a part of it. Maybe something's not syncing up right, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
But this is what I've always used with
Mhm.
it, so it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I know they were talking about what one of the things that can cause it is if there's extra things running in the background, but I don't have anything. Like I didn't even run a browser window today. I just had Discord up. So
When you're looking at it, Cooch, is he lagging on you as well?
Not visually, it doesn't seem like it's, but from an audio perspective, it's clear. that he's not hearing me at the same time as I'm talking. Because, yeah, like you said, we do just end up talking over each other occasionally. But, visually, it seems right. I mean,
Yeah, it's weird, because it's like a 2-second delay. Because if you watch his lips, Cooch, as he starts to talk, his voice will come in like a couple seconds later.
well, maybe I'm not.
And I'm staring at us through OBS the entire time, so that's very noticeable for me because that's literally what I'm staring at. But that's neither here nor there. We'll figure it out. Show titles. TBD is not great at espionage. Prince is still a dick. You'd think I'd know better. That is some good shit. I'm wearing the brown pants now. And press to digitate the shit out of that.
I think the whole theme, the espionage one, really kind of summed up the episode. As much as we had fun in the end with visiting the Belching Dragon.
Yeah, I think the story continues to be how terrible we are at, like,
sneaking,
trying to trick people into thinking that we're, like, this really, really complex,
eloquent.
Yeah. Like, how we're cobbling this together comes across.
A very serious group of adventurers and to be determined.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah, we said our fake names, and then that was it. And then we just continued to call each other by our regular names for the entire stupid thing.
Yeah, we're so bad at this. Oh my god.
That was funny. That was funny.
It's on brand.
Yeah. No doubt about it.
We had quite a few people popping in. I'm looking at the chat, and Scoot and Jack is obviously here. But Bombats is here, and Kirkalicious is here, and Monkey Bananas is here. Monkey Bananas, I haven't seen his name in quite a while, Mr. Monkey Face.
I saw Genius pop in and out. I don't know how he's doing that up in the Northwoods. Good lord. Must be on a 15-second delay there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Say very, very sketchy.
They're all sketchy to begin with, so, whatever.
Oh, sure.
Sketch.
Trying to think. What else is going on?
Go ahead. I'm looking at audio things.
The Dungeons and Dragons crossover is live on Magic Arena right now. And
yep, I've been trying to play that on my phone and just working my way through all the color challenges that you do getting, because I hadn't played it since the beta.
Oh yeah, I imagine there's a ton of stuff you've got to upload now. It's a pretty big file actually. Magic Arena.
Yeah, I have it all uploaded. It's just playing through all the introductory stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of want to get that battle pass for it, but I don't play it nearly enough to make that. I mean, at $20, that's a chunk of change.
Yeah, there's just no cheap way to play Magic Arena. They'll definitely get their money out of you at some point if you want to do really anything like the drafting and stuff like that. There's no like good way to do that. It takes too long to get gold out of like normal play.
Yeah.
But $20 here and there, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I suppose if that's what you're paying every time an expansion comes out, that's That's a drop in the bucket compared to what we used to play when we were playing it physically.
Oh, right.
Mathematically. Well, this new set that came out, Modern Horizon, is full of just ridiculously awesome cards. But like a booster box is over $300 at
What?
Oh my god.
some of the places. I'm just like, look, the cards are sweet, but that's not in my lifestyle anymore.
Yeah, not $300 sweet.
Yeah. But, you know, if you're still playing regularly and stuff like that, there's some really fun cards in there.
Yeah.
When was the last time you guys actually sat down and played?
Like with physical cards?
Yeah.
When I played with Ben 2 years ago, my son. So, I'm actually gonna probably buy some of the physical cards for this Forgotten Realms set.
Beth and Scott just had people come over for the first time post COVID last week, so that'll come up randomly.
On Wednesday?
It was on a Sunday.
Oh,
it was on Sunday.
Well, shit. You know what? If I bought something, because Liz used to play a long ass time ago. She had a green deck. That's what she remembers. So, give you an idea of how long ago it was. What type of level she played at. But I talked about, hey, we should get some of these D&D cards and play. No, I asked.
Yeah.
Still have my Worlds decks somewhere.
You never know. Those are always fun.
I haven't owned Magic cards since I was probably 22 or 23. It's been a hot minute. I got rid of mine a while ago.
I got rid of mine and bought D&D books. I traded them in at Frost Giant Games, and then just like give me store credit, and just straight up I think I got like 6 or 8 D&D books for my collection. Some dice and a couple of bags of stuff. So
now it feels like an upgrade, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like
as important D&D is to us. So
yeah, exactly. It's what I do now.
Who I am.
Replaced Magic the Gathering with D&D in my life.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering nerds.
Right. Exactly.
All right.
Well, how much of a nerd am I that I'm geeking out about D&D Magic the Gathering cards? Like, I'm ecstatic about this and want to buy some of them again.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. There's a commander set that's coming out too, with crossover
D&D cards.
I guess they've spoiled a few cards and they look even cooler. There's special beholder, legendary creatures and stuff like that. So it seems pretty fun.
I want those, and then I saw the Saturday morning cartoon vault set.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want that just to have it and display it. Make a display cabinet, like a wall hanging thing with them all on it would be super cool. It'd be $30 for that set, and then to get it mounted would be awesome. So.
Awesome.
All right,
gentlemen.
boyos.
Have a great weekend, guys. Whatever's left.
Yeah, have a fantastic Sunday. Enjoy the rest of it.
Whoopity whoop.
Next week we'll figure out what's going on with Aronan here.
Oh,
yeah,
I know what's wrong with Aronan. He shit his pants and now he's getting sucked on by a vampire.
All in all, it sounds like a great evening, right? But
I mean,
oh hell yeah! Right?
If this is
so you drank so much you shit your pants and then you're getting bitten by a vampire.
If this is how the belching dragon is every time we go back, I don't think I ever want to leave. All right.
And to be known for its stories.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you later.